Now it's my great pleasure to introduce our ASB President, Student Body President, Sofia Farentinos.
Welcome to the Chadwick 2014-2015 school year. My name is Sofia Farentinos, and as your all-student body president this year, I hope this year can be about promoting a healthy and happy Chadwick campus. Events like dances and flow nights are a great start at fostering this vision. However, scheduled events like these aren't really enough to significantly better this community. I need all of your help to make Chadwick a healthy and happy environment, and that includes you, front row. That being said, this is what I need you to do. I need you all to imagine that you are 5 years old. Try to think back to your days as a kindergartner, because everything I've learned these past 12 years hasn't been much more than reinstatements of principles that I learned as a 5-year-old. I stand here before you, a 17-year-old high school senior, but I'm not that much different from our very own class of 2027. It may seem like we 12th graders have come quite a long way from where you all are sitting now, but everything you really need to know to be healthy and happy you will learn this year. And many of these things you already know. With that, I'd like to review the main 13 principles that I learned 12 years ago, one for each of your Chadwick experience. 1, always wash your hands before you eat. 2, play fair. Playing fair in kindergarten might mean not cutting in the line in front of the classroom, but in the upper school, we need to remember to play fair by not cheating in academics or sports. 3, don't take things that aren't yours. And I'm talking to you, sticky fingers. You know who you are. 4, say sorry when you hurt someone. Even if this someone doesn't really forgive you, a sincere apology will always make you feel better about the situation. 5, please flush. You all know what I'm talking about. 6, know when to work and when to play. As we get older, the balance between work and play becomes harder to keep, but it's essential for enjoying our time here. 7, sharing is a good thing, as long as it's not your toothbrush or gum. When you think about it, there's really no difference between sharing toys on the playground and sharing control in an English discussion. They both stem from the ability to play or work with other people peacefully. 8, treat others how you'd like to be treated. Try to ask yourself, how would I feel if that happened to me? 9, warm cookies and cold milk are great for the soul. 10, oh, this is a great one. Be honest to others and to yourself. I remember a time when I was about 5 years old. I will never forget one night when I didn't follow this principle. I was taking a bath, and my father left me for a couple minutes by myself in the bathroom. He came back, and he immediately noticed 3 things. First, the entire tray of my great-grandmother's bath salts was empty. Second, the entire bottle of bubble bath was empty. And third, I was completely engulfed in a mountain of bubbles. In response to these recently acquired observations, my father asked, Sophia, did you use up all of these bath salts? I responded, nope, I don't know what happened to them. My father wasn't the slightest bit angry, but I let my fear of getting in trouble get in the way of telling the truth. Long story short, I got in trouble. Talked with my father for a while and realized that earning the trust of others by being honest is the only way to create strong relationships with those around me. In a community like Chadwick, the relationships between all of us are the most important part of the school. Violating the trust that those relationships foster would only decrease from your own ability to grow into an active member of the community. 11, clean up your own mess. If you regret the way you handled something, you can't go back in time, so do your best to make it right. There's always a chance to clean it up. Oh, and just as a side note, this applies to the trash on the main lawn. 12, do not bite people. And last, but definitely not least, own up to your mistakes. We are all human, and we are all going to mess up at least a couple times in our lifetime. When that happens, don't try and hide the fact that you were wrong, because admitting you were wrong and learning from your mistakes is the only way you can truly take advantage of being at a place like Chadwick. Realistically, as we get older, these ideas get complicated. From one tough decision to another, it gets harder and harder to apply them to our actions. So, since it gets harder as we grow older, let's bring it back to kindergarten this year. Let's embrace the innocence and excitement that we felt about everything once upon a time. Let's remember when it's time to work and when it's time to stop what you're working on and have some fun. And no matter how hard it may get, I need all of you to make me a pinky promise. Promise me that you will live these principles as best as you can this year and adopt with me the goal of promoting a happy and healthy Chadwick. With these principles present in both our minds and our actions, I know we will start the 2014-2015 school year with the right attitude to make this one the best year yet. Thank you.